moment. There we are. I'm up. I'm running. Just trying to put everything as it is and trying to find the link and all of that good stuff. Right. Thank you all for coming. Today I am... Where the heck is it here? Just trying to see here. Right, yeah, so today I am trying to get everything all sorted. And I got lots of pouring to do, so you guys caught me. I didn't think I was going to be entering a broadcast that quickly. Apparently, I'm getting better at this. Haha! And you'll be able to see yourselves later, by the way, because I'm also doing a video on how to set everything up. So this is actually part of it. And well, this is probably part of my mistake here for not having that set up properly in the first place. So let me just click on some bits and then make sure that I'm ready. This way I can see all the comments. That's more important to me. Stacker 2020. And by the way, Stacker, I'm absolutely fine. Aha, there we go. Got you on there. Ouch. Snap myself. Hoorah. It's not that bad of a delay. Let's see here. Having a look. Aha. That's the invite button. Copy to clipboard. Okay. So basically, as long as that's showing, I don't really care. Cool. That's being a monkey, but there we go. Ah, right. Sorry about that. Literally, yeah, I'm just setting up. I already have silver in the furnace. That's groovy. And I figured that, Chris, it is a B mold. Yes, indeed, sir. I figured I'm going to be doing a few things for my website, because I need to obviously replenish some supplies and stock. But I also want to need that because I already have one in stock. Haha, excellent. Hey, MD Melbourne, how are you doing? God, I wish I was, yeah, I wish I was over there right now, but actually, no, I don't. I think right now I'm pretty dang hot over here, so that's all right. Just looking through some of the graphite molds right now to see what ones I want to do and what ones I don't. Pretty sure I have some of those left. Should look inventory of what I have on my website first. The one I was looking for is already out. Oh well, there you go. And I think what I might do is I might introduce a new mold for 2020. Oh, Stacker, it is coming along exquisite. That is about all I can say. I will tell you one detail. It is a set. That's all I'm going to say. And before I release it, I'll have the full set and you'll be able to see it. That's all I'm going to say. Simple as. I can't tell anyone. Okay, you know what? Then I do want to come over there because it is freaking boiling in here right now. It really is. All right, let's see here. What are we on? Oh, we're only on 25. So I've been at it now for a few hours. Well, about an hour and a bit now. Yeah, we're only on 25. I need to make sure I had the timer there. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss any chat. You're intrigued? Well, yes. Okay. So, right. So I know what I am doing today. I am doing, as Chris had already spotted, the honeybee. Here we go. So this is my honeybee collection. Very popular. To accompany it, I have some super wasps. Oh yes, super wasps to go with it. I might even do one of these, which is the Pharaoh. Yep. You just got your wasp out too. Excellent. And I don't know why this one was nicknamed Medusa. It's not Medusa at all, but it is a lovely kind of Oriental style, like Britannia-like design, and just a woman in the middle. It's pretty cool. And I know that one of my customers who purchased this, he loves his. So this is the crucial part of any pours repertoire. So what am I melting? Well, this will help me get stuff out of the way as well. Got a bunch of silver off to the side here ready to melt. We got lots of these 2-ounce Canadian geese, 4.9s. The problem with them is that, like, right here under the wing, probably won't be able to see it that well. They're scratches. So they can't be sold. And I'll just end up melting them down. Leave that off there. I also got a lot of things, because I'm always asked this question. So I got some Philharmonics, some of these giraffes that have gone in from the Rwanda Mint. Some of these hellhounds, or whatever you want to call them. The Canadian horrible dog, really. This one's what, Canadian owl, I think. Don't care. It's not a premium coin when it's starting to milk. So Britannia, and just that way, so I could say I'm not upsetting anyone. And ASC as well. But I am proud. I like my silver. I do, really. But no. The lid on that, in case I want to top it up quickly. Super wasp. Yeah, so the other thing was I may introduce a new mold for this to happen. Just to go to the Edinburgh assay office. And I think, oh, yeah, I may just do a couple of buttons as well, just for giggles, just to put them on my website so they're cheap enough and anyone could buy them. But if anyone does want anything, please let me know ahead of time, or now would be nice. That way I can ensure that, obviously, I can make it for you and you're fine, you're ready to go. I can do 10 ounces, I can do a whole kilo if you like, whatever you want. Yes. See, that was just blanks, but guess what? It's not blanks. Hold on a minute here. I just missed that. It says, you still got the 4 Rwanda lunars if you want to trade again. What are you looking for? A new mold. In fact, actually 4 of them. Crispy! See, hopefully I just did a really good impression of Crispy. I doubt it, because he is way too jolly and cheerful. Something that I can never be as jolly and cheerful as, quite frankly. It's just amazing. So yeah, I'm going to do that new mold here for 2020 will be the official new mold. So there we go. That's in there. Hey. Right, yeah, so, yeah, okay. Let's see here. Are you... Stacker, are you after something in particular? Because otherwise I'll just melt them. If you saw something you wanted, they'll just get melted. So I'm not trying to be funny about it. If you want me to stop, I'll stop melting certain bits. But yeah, and if anyone does want to come up and say hi and chat with me, you're more than welcome to. The more the merrier, by the way. That would be quite nice if anyone does want to come over. So, not quite sure here, but I think I can put it in. Go. If anyone does want to come over, let me know. Hey, Cap, how you doing, buddy? If you want to jump in, be my guest. We'll have some fun. Right. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yep. Well, it shouldn't be 2 hours because I've already pre-done everything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have everything relatively easy. And I see that Captain's in the basement. Don't worry, you're on, buddy. How you doing?
Sleepy.
Oh dear.
I seen you were on, so I figured I'd come in and say hi. I'm gonna sleep.
Okay. Well, it's nice. It's nice to have you in and out.
Good morning, I can say.
Good morning.
Later.
See you later, bud. Everyone, we've been blessed with Captain Jerk. Hoorah! So, we shall see here. What time is it? It is 10:48 in the morning. Must be late over there, guys. Oh, God, yeah. Well, where Captain is, it will be very early. In fact, it's coming up to 6 a.m. I do believe. He's 5 hours behind us. I know that only because I have family and everything else in Connecticut, so it's quite important to know time zones and differences, and obviously in New York, etc., etc. Oh my God, 2:40. Yeah, so it's 3 o'clock. So yeah, you are. Why can I not do mental maths right now? Yeah, you're 8 hours behind. Clock is 4 minutes fast. OCD alert. I love it. I do. So I am serious. If anyone does want to, come onto the panel, Crispy, you are more than welcome, buddy. I know that you'd actually be a fun conversation, to be around with MD Melbourne. By the way, MD, did that surgery finally happen? I don't want to be intrusive. because you made it public at the time. But I'm just wondering, with the virus and everything, did eventually that ever happen? I'll let MD reply whenever he can. I just cut off. No. Okay. Thought I cut off for a second. Ah, right. Cool. Yeah, I'm totally shocked when it comes to time zones as well. So it's just wacky and wonderful. So February 2nd. Is that what I wrote? Oh, wait, no, that's when it happened. Okay. So, well, 3 months ago. Kiwi, I've been pouring a number of things. In fact, let me grab one of them. It's upside down. This is a 10-ounce bar of silver. This is on my website. It's just a bullion bar. Nothing fancy, that one. I've been pouring a bunch of other items, but yeah, right now, let me just kind of move the camera around here and you can have a look and have a little fun. So right now, that's what I'm planning to do. If anyone does want anything in particular, like any bullion or whatever, then I'm more than happy to accommodate. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So at 900 degrees, just for the record, I do like to kind of give you guys a rough idea in milestones. 900 degrees out of 1120, but anything over 1100 and I'm happy. You guys know when I'm ready to pour because I'll start heating things up, quite frankly. So we started off at what, 25 degrees? We've increased a degree here. We're at 26 at the moment. I am still working on it at the moment. I have it in my pour box, which is inside the house, and that's where I do all my sand casting. Just because it's easier, I have a bigger. Well, at the time I had a bigger work surface. Now, since I've kind of remodeled, I'm not gonna tell the wife, but you know, hey, it's just more convenient there. But yes, that is actually something I look forward to pouring very soon. And I'm glad you reminded me about it because, yeah, I'll have to get it really compact. And I really want those details because, guys, I mean, Crispy sent me off this amazing old vintage Indian motorcycle key fob or key ring. But it was only the image itself. Now, these things are really rare and really collectible. And it's super awesome. I was blown away by it. And, you know, I only wanted, and I still have as well, those angel wings, by the way. So I only wanted those. There's an angel wing, which turns out it's a really light metal to work on. I think it's like aluminum or something. But yeah, he sent me a bunch of stuff, and I thought, wow, this is bloody amazing. I only do three of them, usually three a week. So I do always Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Weekends I leave alone. And occasionally I'll do a video like this where I'm going to be pouring live. And, you know, I like it when I'm pouring live because A, it puts pressure on me. B, not as if you don't have enough when you're pouring, right? But B, it's one of those things of everyone gets a chance to see it and witnesses how amazing pouring can be and how fun it is, and also how challenging it is. It's not just as black and white as a lot of people make it out to be. Now, you guys actually are all right now part of a video, believe it or not. So say hi to yourselves later, because I will be referring to this video. And if you are watching it in the future, this is the video I was talking about. But yeah, I'm doing a A to Z on how I pour and everything from setting up to shipping out to the Edinburgh Assay office and receiving it, and you know, so on and so forth. So it's quite, you know, it'll be quite interesting to see. Hey, KJK, how are you doing? We'll look over here. Why can I not do that? No. Arg. Yes. What the heck? See, I'm messing around with stuff right now, so see. Okay, so that's how it's done. Okay. I didn't know. I'm just kind of messing around with buttons. I was trying to do something different just for the record. So don't panic, guys. Ah, thank you, Crispy Pal. And if anyone does want to come up here onto my panel, please be my guest. Crispy, you're invited, buddy. I'm going to break something. Yes, possibly, quite possibly that may or may not happen. I'm usually really rubbish with these kind of things. So you never know what will happen. Oh, I missed that bit. Let's see here. So, arg. Flip it. Ah, the bender in carbonite is done. It's poured. It is with oh, I'm gonna get in trouble again because I always forget his freaking name. Hold on one second. Actually, I have a sticker from him, thankfully, which is a magnetic one. Ah, there we go. Tyneside silver bullion. It was a mold that was made for him at the time. So, yeah. Oh, come on, that's so easy. All you're doing is melting lead. You don't have StreamYard, bud. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. See, Crispy, I don't understand how the heck he did it either. I'm laughing my head off right now because it's lead. It melts at such a low melting point. I mean, it's toxic, don't get me wrong, but. Oh, dear God. Awesome coffee. Right. Oh, let's just have that on. Bugger. Long story. Oh, yeah. Molten metal of any kind is not pleasant. That's why I use aprons and all sorts, you know, just as added protection. In fact, there you go. You can see part of my apron. Yeah. Strong leather apron on. Strong leather gloves. Yes, yes, I do. In fact, as I was mentioning, I do pour larger silver bars. I can pour up to a kilo. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I could probably do 50 ounces, but a kilo is as high as I'm prepared to actually pour. And it boils down to, if it's just a bar, it does not need to legally be assayed, but it's your call. Do you want a bar assayed, or do you want it, seen, poured, and is classed as bullion? It's very similar to the 10-ounce bar that is on my website, acebullion.co.uk. You are just in time, Sean, and good morning, sir. Let's see here. Oh, I missed something with crispy. What did I miss? We used to make sinkers in my mom's kitchen as kids. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna grab one thing, that way I don't have to keep switching stuff around. However, I did have this earlier, so that's cool. So let's just fold this away, put that there. Now I can read all the comments all the time. And if you guys are wondering, by the way, who's this other account? Okay, well, this is me. Good morning. That's me, AceBullion. The reason I have this account is to help you guys out, for the record. So if you want more subscribers, click on this one. I will subscribe back on my AceBullion account. And I also play playlists as well, just to help anyone out who does need it. Victoria, good morning, my dear. Hello. It is a pleasure to see you here. Oh my God, flip-flops are the god's sin. I've seen so many people do it. I want to smack them. Uh, oh my God. Victoria is awesome, yes. So, but yeah, so as I was saying, before these things start getting hot, because I know a lot of you guys have just joined recently, um, I am doing the Bumblebee series, the Super Wasp at the moment. As I have mentioned, I will make anything to order as well if someone is wanting to. Good morning, Hector. I'm going to be doing the Egyptian pharaoh kind of skull on a beautiful side here. I'm also going to be doing a goddess with this really lovely oriental border. It comes out amazing. And new for 2020 is one of my brand new Ace molds. Yep. I have no idea how this is going to come out, but there we go. And I also have, I'll be pouring a few little buttons as well, because I need to do some stock on my website. Running a bit thin. So, awesome. Ooh, a big order. Sorry, what did I miss here? Who's ordering what? I'm always intrigued. It's always awesome. And yeah. Where's my Tweety one? Hold on. I'm looking for. Oh yes, hold on, everyone. This is my mod in the room at the moment. Victoria Roman Carter. Sorry, couldn't help that. Just had to be a bit silly, guys. I dealt with you the other day. Okay, now I'm intrigued. I have a memory worse than a goldfish, may I just add, if that's any saving grace to myself. And just because it's a lovely number, look at that, guys, 1,000 degrees Celsius right now. Oh, yeah. So, absolutely amazing. So, we shall have a look here. Sorry about that shakiness. Ah, right, okay, yeah. Yes, absolutely. I'm still waiting on that package, so that's cool. I know it'll take time. Yep. Sean Oliver, absolutely. I still haven't received it, don't worry. I will let you know when it does come. I can't wait to show it off, so don't tell anyone. Shush, please. No telling. And by the way, Sean, by the way, it is great to have you in the room because since, interacting and having our dealings, it's really cool. At least you get to see what I do now. So it's a lot of fun. We are definitely getting close in temperature, Crispy. Absolutely. It's taking up. Yeah, it is one of those things. I'll talk to you on a different platform, but don't worry. But we did have the weekend, so to be fair, well, you're always welcome in the community, Sean. So, but yeah, we shall see. I am just thinking here: super wasp or honeybees, super wasp, followed by Medusa. Just trying to line up what I want to actually do in the order that I want to do it. Right. Okay. This one there. I have a very fair, or a fairly full crucible going at the moment, guys. So I should be able to get a lot of pours going on. No, that's fine. Back orders away, buddy. Hector. Oh, Hector, man. I hate it when you just cannot go to sleep at all. Um, I don't know. Crispy, shoot me an email afterwards, and or now, whatever. Because I mean, obviously, you're on a PC. I'm on two devices here. I'll take a look for you, bud, and I'll find them. I mean, if a 1974 half sovereign exists, I should be able to get a hold of it for you and send it off. Recorded, etc., etc. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I always insure everything, by the way, because with the posts going missing, 3 packages have gone. Well, 2 packages I've sent out have gone missing. I think Kevin Rose right now, one of my customers, may or may not actually have a missing parcel being delivered today. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But I've already refunded him his money, so that's cool. And yeah, I've had another one of my 10-ounce bars that I poured on the last live stream. Went missing. I shipped out 3 special delivery bags all at the same time. Just can't believe it. And it's not like I pack things mildly either. Because to give you an idea, Got a big parcel. Well, I say big parcel. It's a big parcel as a gift, okay? So this is going out. Now there's, as you can see here, there's two different packages, all in the same bit. There's a 10-ounce bar. There's some stuff in here. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's also some freebies, which I'm trying to hide, really. Well, I say freebies, things unexpected. And yeah, so I'm trying to hit up a few people. I got Captain Jerk on my list, Mr. Joe and Mrs. Diane Durbin, because they made me my lovely wedding band here. I also have Jeep and John, absolutely. So Jeep and John is on. Oh, and Majestic. So Majestic's on my list there. So yeah, fingers crossed. And it's kind of a unspoken trade, but also a thank you in some way. So we'll see. What did I miss here? Sorry, I have neglected chat again. Yeah, I'll definitely just shoot me an email, Crispy. I'll happily have a look for you, bud. Or through Messenger. You know how to get a hold of me on Facebook. Oh, God. Jim, I'm laughing my head off. So on that bombshell, I'm not going to reveal my age now because I feel really, really guilty. And no, I just cannot do it. If Crispy's a spring chicken, I'm still an egg. Not by much. I am still an egg. That's as far as into this conversation as I'm going to get it too. Let's see here. So we started off at whatever time we're on 11, 12, and it's 27. So we've rose, or yeah, the temperature's gone up 2 degrees since we first started. So, yep, 11:12 a.m. London time right now. I'm not in London at all, but close enough. Well, I'm halfway. Yeah. So let's see here. And if anyone does want to pop up, Hector, if you want to pop up on here, you're more than welcome, buddy. I need to really sort a few of you guys out on my proper Facebook channel later, like Crispy, for instance, MD, Hector. I need to put you guys as mods anyway, just because when you guys are around, it's really nice to have more than one mod, and it's kind of appropriate. So it kind of saves me having to worry about that aspect, but we'll see. So after I'm on the Pacific side of the USA. Cool. All right, cool. I'll put the link on now, Hector. Hey, buddy. Said you're more than welcome to. There you go. Pass the link to join in to the chat, which should have popped up, and I don't think has. Don't know why. Oh yeah, it has. Okay. We spoke to Oldies and Good on Oldies and Goodies stream. Ah, right, cool. So yeah, Jim, feel free to pop up as well. Hector, feel free to pop up as well. I can see someone in the basement here. And I know that's Hector because I could already see
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You all right? You all right?
This is my first pour stream.
Well, it makes a change.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's the first time we've chatted or anything else. It's the first time. Well, you've definitely been on my stream in a chat, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jim, you don't need to put your face on, but Jim's in his pajamas.
No,
I don't think we don't have to have a video side.
Yeah, I'm in the quarantine phase of my hair and facial hair.
All right. Okay.
I'm
Well,
in hair people.
That's all right. I did a video on Facebook. My wife had actually cut my hair, so she just gave me a buzz cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife threatened because I'm planning. Well, I'm gonna put a little rat tail under my chin, but she's gonna cut it off. She says that if I do that.
I definitely have more hair on my beard and face than I do on my head, significantly so.
I look like Grizzly Adams right now.
Yes, I would concur. I'm like, meaning I'm the same way. So,
What's the temperature you're trying to achieve?
anything over 1,000, ideally. I have it set obviously at 1,120, but anything over 1,100, I'll pour it. Before that, nothing.
So you're using Celsius as a measurement?
Yes, over here everything's in Celsius, so it's funny because it's the only time I get Fahrenheit is when I go to my Jeep.
Yeah,
and it's like, thank you, but then it puts it into kilometers instead of miles, and I'm thinking, why would you do that? So because the panel above on your Jeep or on a Jeep usually there's a panel.
Mm-hmm.
And in most cars there are. So the minute you convert one measurement, it decides that it wants to convert everything else into what it believes is suitable, and there's no way to change it.
Good night, Kimber.
Yes, good night. It was a pleasure having you. I'm sorry you haven't been able to see this. We're just starting to get up through the temperature ranges, and I will be pouring. So, but clearly right now the furnace has done because I got all the coins stacked on top of each other and thrown around, so it's clearly doing what I call the pile smash. Because I've been watching the furnace temperature go slightly up and down at the moment, so it must be fully melting the last bits of them.
It's like when you add water to a boiling pot, the temperature goes down, or if you add food or something, the temperature goes up until it boils up again.
Yeah, you mean down? Yeah, and it's the same way. I mean, it's just pretty cool.
Well, it's supposed to be 40 degrees Celsius today, I mean.
Wow, that's cool. Just in my workshop at the moment, it's 28 degrees, so it's pretty toasty. It stops at 35 for some reason, and yeah, at that point, it's just unbearable.
Well, we get 30 to 35 days in the summer consecutively, about 35 consecutively, and if it really gets hot for the whole, we probably have heat until about October. Yep.
I can remember those days. I mean, I remember having 4 proper seasons, and I miss that. Having temperatures, if we go into Fahrenheit, back, for me to convert back, so -5, -10 degrees, in New England. It was fantastic.
Actually, we have 3 seasons here. We have a long hot summer, a long autumn or fall, and then I would say a short spring.
Then you get winter as well, do you not?
Well, the
does that bypass you?
Well, they stay around 40 degrees. You know, that's not
No.
terribly cold. I mean, that's Fahrenheit, that is. But if you go to the mountains, I mean, I have to drive at least 2.5 hours to get snow. I've only seen snow in the valley twice in 70 years.
Crispy, I don't know how many ounces. I just stuffed it full. So I stuffed that kilo thing absolutely full with various bits. Sorry, Hector. So, yeah, I know I used a bunch of these 2-ounce Canadian geese. Yes, they are 2020. Who cares? I also used various coins as well from my stock. So, and I got tons more waiting to go.
Are these going to be 4.9 pure or 3.9 pure?
Well, regardless of how I do it, the Edinburgh assay office will only mark them up to 3.9. So,
Okay.
you know, it doesn't matter if I use, 4.9s. I mean, a tiny drop of dust from the air can throw off its purity. So,
I've seen some people use silver shot.
yep.
Ah.
I have silver shot as well. I got all sorts of stuff. Honestly, there's a few kilos just so behind us here in various forms. I got. Let's see here. What are these ones? Oh, these are all Canadian maples in this tube. Full tube of 25 maples. They're all milky, but that's why they're there. Oh, that'll be another maple too. Yeah, maples are kind of my friend as far as buying. They're a staple.
Do you buy them in England or do you buy them in across the pond?
No, actually, I have to buy them in England.
Okay.
I was using. I say using. I was buying things across the pond in bulk. And then, without going into too much detail, obviously, yeah, I got ripped off. So I'm pretty sure you may have seen that on Friday.
I heard about it, and I think I reviewed. No, I did. Yeah, I did hear about that. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because I know shipping between the North America and going to Europe I hear is quite expensive.
It's not. If you're using it, no. I mean, I you know what? I could even arrange shipping myself. I can have it picked up from your house, your office, wherever you want the item to be picked up from. I couldn't give you a time frame, but I can give you perhaps a date, and then as long as it's packaged and if you have access to a printer, you label it up, it can get picked up. So again, you don't have to do anything apart from package the dang thing up. I can then have it delivered over here, and it's very simple. I use a company called Transglobal Express. Now, if you're shipping anything to the UK, not Europe, to the UK, Transglobal is the way to go, because Transglobal will ship from the UK anywhere. And I'm talking about I can send, pallets of stuff very cheaply. I can ship a motorcycle over for not an awful lot of money. So, yeah.
Sean Oliver says, as long as not pandas or anything like that. He says he can do that.
Well, what do I have here? Here you go. I am about to offend everybody. Okay, Hector, you ready to be offended?
Not yet.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. So I offended Hector straight away. Anyone in the UK?
And I just got my first one this week.
There you go. There's a Britannia as well. Okay. Philharmonic, anyone? How about the
any Cougarans?
No, not here at the moment. No.
Okay.
Republic of Congo, so that's the giraffe one. Oh, there's another giraffe. I got a few giraffe ones here.
Yeah.
I got this Canadian dog, 4.9s dog, 2018, and I got a Canadian owl as well, 4.9s. It's 2016, that one. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to start turning on the temperature soon because I need to start heating up some of these molds.
In the to heat the molds, and you pour the liquid molten silver in it. What does the heating up the molds do? Keep it from solidifying too fast, or what?
Well, right. The first thing about heating up the molds is you're trying to extract any moisture that may or may not be in them.
Okay.
Secondly, you are looking at ensuring that you're not going to have a change of temperature. Carbon does not like to have a sudden change of temperature. Let's just put that low for a minute. Graphite doesn't like to have, to be shocked from one temperature to another too quickly. So, yep. So it's important to actually keep this up. It'll be fine. And then once you're ready, because I mean, I'll be pouring 1100 degrees. I'll be lucky to get these to around about 500 degrees. So they'll have some temperature changes. Some of the more intricate designs, like you see here with the bumblebees and stuff and the super wasp, I will be heating them up fairly a lot. Because otherwise the graphite will just shut up. There you go. The graphite will end up trapping that silver in there, and it gets quite annoying on intricate designs. You can break molds very easy, and they cost a lot of money. I know you can't see that at the moment, but the super wasp I know is heated at the moment, but I'll continue with the heat. I'm going to move on to this bumblebee now.
Do you know how hot it gets, or do you just judge it by the time that you have the flame on the graphite molds?
I used to be rather stuck about how hot I should get things. So I used to have, and I still do somewhere, a infrared gun. So it was able to take it, the temperature. But I've decided that I've kind of become adept to knowing when the mold's hot enough. And I think that's kind of through pouring so much.
Do you affected by also the amount of time you have the flame on there, or you just can tell just by looking at the molds?
Yeah, I can tell just by looking at the molds as well. Like, if I just go in and show you here briefly, I've gone a bit too much. I can't really show you, and I don't want to touch it because it's far too hot. Gone a bit too much onto that bumblebee. It's actually turned a bit brown, stupidly. I was focusing a bit on the conversation and not enough onto the mold. But there we go. I just fixed it. I've managed to clear it up.
So you actually found a defect within the mold itself, and you cleared it up with just a flame? That's interesting.
No, meaning that I started to heat it up far too much, so it turned brown.
Oh, I see.
Like if you light a piece of paper on fire and quickly turn it out, you have brown and, black and some yellow and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's very similar to when you're working with graphite, so you get color changes. The first color that you want to achieve is this lovely white that I have going on right now. And that means that basically the mold is hot enough. Let's see here. Poor Chris, he just got his first Wildlife series. So once I know that the mold is hot, I mean, like this Ace mold here that I'm pouring at the moment is a virgin mold. It's never been used.
Uh-huh.
And you will see the difference from a lovely, and I have this turned down just for, so you can hear me, from a lovely just black color to suddenly, I don't know if you'll be able to actually witness and watch the change, because I couldn't actually usually watch it. You never want to heat it up just in one spot, because you will end up destroying a mold or causing it to have its own defects. But you'll start seeing that, sorry, I was focusing on the mold, as I should do, that it'll start becoming lighter, very similar to these. You see that color?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see it as we're moving through the molds.
It's almost like using the color when I lap weld or butt weld, the color that goes through the end of the rod, and you're trying to create a pattern of the good flow by slowly turning the rod. If it turns red or stays red, you're not going to get penetration. If it gets white with the flow of red as you leave the area, that's supposed to be the right speed. So color has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Which welding style did you say that was? Because I did miss that bit.
I'm sorry?
Which welding style did you say that was?
Arc welding?
Arc welding, yep, okay. Because I can do MIG and TIG.
I'm sorry?
I do MIG welding and TIG welding.
Okay. I'm the old-fashioned way. I did it the old-fashioned way with a stick rod and acetylene torches when I first started welding.
Well, essentially, that's what TIG is as well. I mean, to a degree, apart from that, we use a little bit more technology, I guess.
Well, it's I'm teaching at a high school that's more tech-oriented, but it's also involving agriculture, because where I live, it's like the 5th largest economic country in the world, even though we're just a state. But the export of our agriculture is huge, so we have a lot of departments that do agricultural. It can be husbandry, it can be, ag mechanics, welding, manufacturing. So a lot of times when I have to cover a class, I'm happy to go to the agricultural class, because I get to go talk to these kids, and they're working on these huge tractors, and they're tending to cattle and sheep and horses. And
it sounds like you're teaching at the same school that I went to, although I know you're not, because I graduated from Northwest Regional 7 in Winston, Connecticut, which is an agricultural school. So, yeah, it was very interesting. But you work with a lot of vulnerable children, shall we say?
yes,
I mean, sorry, I don't want to make this too public, so
yeah, it's a challenge. But most of them that work in that type of classes, most of their family have been generation farmers or ranchers.
Right. Okay.
Like right behind my house, just due west of my house, there's 1,000 acres of vineyard.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, my house is on the edge of the city, so I have some beautiful sunsets.
I would imagine.
And besides, I grew up picking anyway. and growing everything you can think of. Pick everything: peaches, plums, nectarines, strawberries, grapes. And I have my own cattle. That was the fun part.
I bet.
Not a cowboy though. I know how to ride a horse and I know how to rope, but not. I'm not the typical cowboy.
Where I grew up, it was lovely. I mean, I had my own horse. It was an Appalachio. I always get that wrong, but it was an App, basically. It was his name was Oreo. 'Cause obviously he was black and white.
I was gonna say.
Don't ask me how many hands he was again, because I have no idea. But I remember breaking him in. I don't know if he broke me in or if I broke him in. I think it was probably the first. That he broke me in. And the first time I went out onto a public road with him was scary as, because he ended up bolting into a large kind of forested area, and I could just see this tree branch coming. So I just stupidly and instinctively, I mean, and luckily nothing happened, but I put my hands behind me and I jumped off the back, of him. The minute I did that, he stopped and stared at me as if to say, "What are you doing?" But
you weren't bareback; you were on a saddle, right?
Yeah, I was on the Western saddle.
Okay.
So I as much as I love, watching people ride English saddles, there's no way I can. All right, Jim. We are almost at pouring temperature, so hopefully it won't be too long, bud. We're at 1,083 degrees. That's why I have the flame on.
Yeah, I've learned a lot of things that growing up. I mean, I grew up in the city, but my dad had a little hobby ranch, and I did everything from fencing, doctoring animals, having right now I've got 35 head on my dad's little 5-acre parcel.
Oh, wow.
My neighbors helping me keep the grass down.
Well, that's nice. I mean,
well, we got the fires in California. Fire season started.
Yeah. That's pretty. Well, you're talking just like normality, or the riots currently going on all over the place.
Exactly. I mean, your weather in England, the certain times of the year, certain things come up.
Yeah.
Same with us here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I still got. In fact, I still have my American flag. I should really hang it. I need to do that.
Yeah. One of my buddies, our dads were in the World War II, and his dad was in I forget what outfit, but he was in not Normandy, but I forgot completely. But he ended up somewhere going towards Berlin, and he got wounded in France, I think it was, or Belgium or Luxembourg, somewhere around there. And so both our dads passed away already, but we were talking about going to the American Cemetery in France.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the whole family, except for me, I missed Vietnam by, I would say 6 months to a year, and everybody else above me, all in the military, all my cousins and my mom and dad. My dad especially had 7 brothers, all went in the service. So we kind of talked together and planned to go over there.
Yeah, well, Normandy is. There's a bunch of them that's really. I always like to say, I hate to say popular, because I mean that's really just, I don't know, almost mean things about something. But
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of lovely tributes to, both World War One and World War Two.
Mm-hmm.
More so in a lot of ways than what you find in your own states. The problem is that obviously for most people in America, unless you're talking about a Confederate, war,
Yeah.
and I know I'm preaching to a teacher, so this is an interesting conversation. This side of things. By the way, Crispy used to ride bareback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the heck you can with no reins. No, that's scary.
You hold on to the hair.
Yeah, just demean. Yeah, no, thank you. Scare the hell out of me. But yeah, going back to like for war tributes and stuff. You've been to Washington D.C., have you, or have you not?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing that struck me when I went to Washington D.C. was the abundance or the amount of homeless people out on the streets. I've been to New York. I've been, various other places, but I never seen something as tragic as that. This is my own country, so I am young. I'm excited. I really wanted to experience everything. To go to the see Jefferson and go to all the different memorials and all this. But as an entire country, to have pretty much an entire state looking after itself and not really doing it very well. Yes, they have all the monuments, but I mean, or the majority of them, shall we say. It was a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Whereas, when I moved here to this, my first place when I moved was obviously in Scotland, and I was blown away by that. Well, Chris was saying, hold on to the mane. You really feel the power of the horse. We used to race each other up and down the beach. God. Let me guess. You used to have long hair as well, Crispy. Long blonde. Sorry.
It's all right.
Anyone else getting that stereotype or view in your head?
I did take, let's see, in 2000, trying to remember what year it was. In 2015, I'm sorry, 2015, I went on an honor flight where 68 men and women that were World War II veterans were given an honor flight to Washington, D.C., all expenses paid. And I was my dad's caregiver. I paid my own way. And we took him to the airport, took him to have dinner. We met with our congressmen and a few generals that were there to meet us at the airport. And they took us to all the monuments. I took my dad to the World War II memorial, his victory memorial. And, it was surprising that so many young people knew about what my dad's part was. Not so much that he was a great hero, it was just that he participated as a group of people in a generation that sacrificed a lot. And, I mean, I have a really high regard for anyone who served in the military. And the reason is because when my dad's brothers all came back from Korea, Vietnam, World War II, even my grandfather from World War I, they changed. I mean, my family members said that they basically changed. And all of them wanted to be career soldiers, but a lot of them couldn't for medical reasons, I should say.
Yeah.
But it's also the families that have to. Even my son-in-law, he's an Afghanistan veteran. Spent 8 years there. 6 of them were on combat. And the only reason I can deal with him is because, and he has issues with the war. And the only reason I know is because I just shut my mouth and just listen to him talk. Whatever he needs.
Yep. Right, I'm gonna start pouring. So 1 second, bud.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna shut.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna do my first pours, and then I'll move on and add more silver, whatever, and we'll see.
Whoa.
So, my time check. Oh yeah, I'm not joking around with heat here.
Yeah, concentrate. No, don't talk to me.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know who you are.
I can see how the temperature cools down to a red instead of a white hot.
Yep. Well, that is right now the first lot of silver poured. So gonna give that a few minutes. You can see even on gloves how hot the temperature can get to. I have pretty much. I felt it as I was doing stuff. So yeah. All right, I'm just gonna put these aside, and then I'll get there. So anyone thinks that this is an easy thing to do or a safe thing, then yeah, good luck.
You never dunk your molds in the water, right? After you pour the silver.
I never dump them directly into the water because you can damage your graphite. You want to separate graphite and water.
Okay.
The reason being, obviously, is graphite will dissolve in water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Water is graphite's worst friend. This one is always a pain in my ass. Yep, it's going to be a pain as well. That's fine. So I'll let you cool like that for the moment, pal. And I'll focus on my first ever 2020 Ace round, which, by the way, looks amazing even on the back. Oh, I'm pleased with that one. I might do another one. Yeah, because let's be honest, I will be using more of these. So you will see a transition. I won't use the mold grips or anything like that onto this.
No, the silver, is this still soft right now, or is it solidified already? Pretty good.
It's very, very soft and very, very hot. You'll hear the quench in a second. In fact, it's...
Dang.
We're talking about molten. It's still pretty much molten to a lot of degrees. In the center. Just there we go.
You got to be pretty nimble still, too, huh?
You do, or at least know what you're doing.
That's being nimble.
I'll put that off.
I noticed you're grabbing on the outside edge or the thickest part of the mold.
That I've done what?
No, I was noticing how you're grabbing the molds. You were only getting them on the outside rim or the farthest part from the mold.
Yes. Because then there's no way you can contaminate your silver with your mold.
And did you make your molds yourself, or did you have them ordered that way?
No, these ones here have been purchased. The Ace one is my own. It's my own design. My own everything. My baby. So I need to.
Robert says hi to you.
Oh right, sorry. Sorry. Robert. Hello, buddy. Yeah, sorry. I've been in the middle of pouring, buddy. I'll make sure that's gonna heat up. Do you want to pop on, Rob? You're more than welcome to.
Crispy
Have a look.
Kiwis Adventure says his pop flew, I guess, Wellingtons over Germany and then flew in Egypt.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, that's nice.
That's one bumblebee. And let's just put it aside for now. A super wasp.
Robert Johnson says, "Yeah, I can."
All right, I'll pop a link on it in a sec.
Is you said that was a wasp?
Yeah, it's a super wasp.
Oh, I see. I see.
The wings. It'll show up better after I do the photos and stuff.
Okay.
And right now it's still a little bit wet and shiny, very shiny.
Uh-huh.
And then brand new to 2020.
That looks classic for some reason. It just seems like it's a classic mold.
This is one I have to register within the next little bit, so that'll be cool. I have to put all my copyright doodahs on everything that I do these days. Let's have a look here. Paste. Checked. Go. I'm just waiting for Robert to come into the room.
Sure.
And then we'll see. But in the meantime, hold on, I'm going to fire this up. Actually, no, I won't, not yet. I'll wait till they get a little bit closer to the temperature because it's at 1054. So when it gets to about 1080, I'll start heating up these molds.
Now, how fast do they solidify in the mold? It looked like it went like 30 seconds or even less.
They start to solidify instantly. There's Robert in the basement. There we go.
Uh-oh. Good morning, Robert.
Morning,
Yeah,
everybody.
clearly good morning.
Robert, did you just wake up?
Yeah, I ain't been up long.
Yeah. You see, I was telling John a while ago, I was waking up, sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up, sleeping. So I figured I'd stay up and make breakfast and then take a nap after.
Well, I'll probably get up here in a little bit. Yeah, I will here in a little bit. Can't stay on long. I got to go to the other side of the state to drop a container off. And it's been busy the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's good though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. But at times, you want to take a little time off. And that ain't been happening.
Oh, dear.
Well, my school's been closed down since March.
Oh, wait.
And I won't go back to work until August.
Jeez. That ain't good.
Well, not good for the kids.
Well, see, my wife's a teacher as well, and I get really worried, as does she. I mean, she's the one who brought it up, about the vulnerable kids. And, some of them obviously are not in the best of situations. So with them not being able to go to school, you can't really monitor how they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. My son and his are in Molay's cousin's boy both decided they was gonna camp out last night on the porch. I'm still waiting to see how that went last night. Ain't been there.
The weather was last night.
Coin caption. Hello. Good morning still for another 6 minutes.
Hey, coin cap. How was the weather last night?
I mean, it was clear skies. I mean, there wasn't no rain in the forecast for yesterday, so they should have done okay as long as they didn't hear one of them darn panthers out there or something. You know, they should have been okay.
I remember doing them at my grandma's porch, and we were outside, and where we live, we have raccoons and critters, all over the place. And
Oh man, we got coons, we got possums, armadillos, we got dang bears, we got panthers, bobcats.
yeah,
All right, Crispy. Well, thank you for sticking around, bud. Hopefully, you liked the. Well, let me know what you think of the new 2020 mold. The pour. The new Ace.
That's a good pour right there.
Totally different than the other ones. So
Hey,
that will be added to my website soon after it gets assayed.
how much is that one, Ace?
I need to find out how much it weighs. I have no idea at the moment. I haven't even considered looking at the weights of any of these yet.
And John, how do you keep consistent the weight of each for each?
Sorry about that.
Or is it just within grams of each other?
Sorry, what was that?
I was asking, how do you pour the same weight for each pour from the same mold, or is it within grams of each other, plus or minus?
It's usually within. It can go all the way up to an ounce as a difference. So it's kind of tricky.
Wow.
I guess if you pour the same mold over and over and over, you can get it very consistent. With myself and bouncing around and doing stand casting and everything else, I mean, I actually make the molds to, like I'll only put in a certain amount in one of my furnaces and then I'll pour it and that's it. So I can get accurate weights by just doing one at a time. Doing it like this is kind of shooting ducks in the barrel. You really don't have a guaranteed, weight that you're looking for.
Okay.
Well,
I don't think I've met you before, Johnson, Mr. Johnson. My name's Hector.
Hector.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm subscribed to you. I know that.
Oh, okay. I may have you too because your name sounds familiar, and I think it's the first time I heard your voice.
Yeah, probably is. I'm usually on Jeep and John's all the time.
Okay, I'm with John's all the time.
Yeah, that's how come I know I subscribed to you already.
Has he found any more? He's got that pallet still of the quarters, or he hasn't got it yet?
Man, I don't know what he's got at the quarters right now. I ain't really asked him. Shit, I've done my share of quarters, I can tell you. And then some.
Yeah,
Well, I got
yet.
I got $5,000 coming tomorrow.
Awesome.
In quarters.
And I'm doing tomorrow $1,000 bills.
And then next week I'll have 20,000 coming.
Oh my gosh! You gonna have help looking through the quarters?
See what I done. The reason why I done that was because my bank started charging me to make big orders like that. I said, okay, well,
that was me. That's my
what
other
is it?
account, by the way.
Oh.
That lets me run your videos.
Okay. Well, anyhow, as I was saying there, they decided they want to start charging me $50 for an order. So I said, okay, I'll fix that. I'll fix that right there. I want 20. Let's see, 10,000 in quarters and 5,000 in halves, and we're going to just see how that works out right there.
I hope you do an epic video on that. That would be awesome.
Well, I will be videoing it. I mean, I'll probably be live streaming it actually.
Oh, really?
A lot of
Let me.
yeah, a lot of it.
Let me check.
Well,
to make
see,
sure.
man, the problem with mine, sometimes I will tell you my and John R.M. could vouch for me on this. Sometimes my picture doesn't come in real clear when I'm live streaming. I don't know if he's been over there during that.
Yep.
Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it does fine. It's just where I'm at. Out because I live way the hell out in the country, man.
So are you have to pick it up at the bank, or are they going to deliver it to your house?
I'll pick it up at the bank.
Whoa, that's going to be some weight. Hey, Robert,
man.
I'm looking at your. I'm trying to find, and there's all different kinds of Roberts on here.
Yeah, you see my design and my logo there.
Let me take a look. Let me see.
Hold on, I'll make them a bit bigger. One sec.
Let me see if I get it up to your.
Is that easier?
Let me try one more time this way.
Hey, I tell you what to look up. Look up Robert Johnson. CRH and metal detecting.
Okay. That sounds even more familiar.
Yep. Although I ain't got to do any metal detecting in a little while.
Them detecting Michigan, Canadian Relic Hunters, Dude Perfect Collecting, Canadian Relic Hunters, RMDs. Let's see. Let me just make that into a page. You can connect now.
Yeah, if anyone does want any of the items that I've poured for the first time, I'll sell them before I ship them off to the assay office as bullion, but that'll just be £19 an ounce. The minute that I ship them off,
Okay,
obviously I have to pay for the assay.
How much is 19 pounds an ounce?
About $23.
$23?
About,
well,
yeah.
Hey, you have my email there, John RMS?
No, but I don't. What? You got mine, because it's always on the majority. Just look up AceBullion.co.uk.
Yeah,
And, yeah, shoot me an email.
I want to know what that, was that the Hornet or the Bumblebee there?
There's two of them. There's a Hornet here.
That one, I want to know what that one weighs.
2 to 3 ounces, I reckon.
You said it's $23 an ounce?
About that, yeah. I mean, I don't have the conversion rate with me, so if you have a separate tab and you're able to open it up on your computer, type in 19 G for golf, B for Bravo, P for Papa, then the word 2, T-O, and then type in USD, for United States dollars, and that'll tell you what the exchange rate is at the moment, but obviously PayPal lives on a different planet as well. Please remember that.
Yeah.
Although bank transfer would just be stupid for fees at your end. Did you guys get charged for that?
Well, me and PayPal is not in very good terms right now. They're holding they're holding about $3,000 in mine right now, and I'm
Oh,
you know, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm not happy about that.
I wouldn't be happy if they kept $30.
I mean, I wouldn't say nothing over $30, but you know, when you start getting up there to $1,000, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of damn money. Just to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
And they give you a valid reason, or is it just something they're just being buttholes?
Well, they say that it's because
Stacker, I'm just about to pour some more right now. But okay.
Okay.
Thank you for being in.
They said it's because I'm it's unusual selling for me selling that much in such a short time.
Uh-huh.
And they tell me it could take up to 21 days to release it. And see what they don't realize is that's taken away from me right now, you know, because I was going to take that money right there and put with what I got for to buy more, you know, coins and stuff, more boxes. In which my bank knows, but my bank did tell me that if I, for some reason, I could not get everything that week, that they wouldn't say nothing to me because I was paying for the order, you know. In which, with the W quarters right now, I wouldn't, it doesn't really bother me to pay that fee there.
Yeah. I had to pop my glove off. I don't know if you guys can see how red my finger is, but
You
even through
your
that,
hand, didn't you?
yeah, slightly.
Yeah,
it's in water. Don't worry. One of the things I never show off is I got a plethora of first aid all over this entire place just in case. But it started getting too hot, so I decided enough was enough with that one. I cut it, but yeah, it's only minor. It's not like I've done any damage. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh well, sod's law. It happens. There's still plenty of silver in there, but I can't be bothered at the moment. Not after that.
You look like you got one that's going to be a little heavier this time. That middle one?
That one's really heavy, usually. And you can see, by the way, I don't know if you can, there's a little bead on top of that. Did you see it? Right here?
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
That's why you wear protective clothing. Because luckily that little bead there, which I'm knocking about, it just stayed where it was because I was able to capture it. But yeah, it was quite dangerous, and you don't do what you're supposed to, you're going to find yourself in a whole heap of trouble. All right, let's get this sorted. I still can't.
I tell you what was real bad. I used to work at a place called Millbank and welding meter boxes together and stuff for like your light poles.
Yep.
And there were a lot of them there were some that was made out of aluminum, and that dang aluminum would explode on you.
Yep.
You want to talk about give you a burn? Wait, crap would burn.
Another one that's, again, highly detailed and a pain in my ass. So I'll leave that just upside down for the moment. I'll come back to it.
Down a little bit more.
Yep.
John, when they're hot like that and you tap them, can they crack?
They can, yeah. You have to really know kind of your limits with each mold. So, yep, that's one. You all right? This is
Robert?
the one. Yeah, Rob, you all right, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure, man. A little tiny
Just
bead
that early
is
morning.
here. Oh, it's in there now.
Just that early morning cough.
There we go. You hear how hot that was?
Yeah, I did.
All right, I can leave all that there. I'm quite satisfied about that. Actually, what I will do is, and I need another pair of gloves for this. We don't want to have molten metal stuck in to. Yeah, that's gonna dry up. It's about a quarter of the way full, but it's not really liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it here to cool down, and then once it cools down sufficiently, I can tap it or start to tap it over, and my silver will come out, and I can remelt the dang stuff. All right, here we go. I'm done, so I don't need to wear this apron anymore. Apart from that, I should be watching it, but there we go.
Hey, John.
Number two
Just out of
is
curiosity.
Yeah.
Dang it. Just out of curiosity, what time is it over there right now?
It is good afternoon time. It's 12:11.
Good Lord. You're a 6-hour difference than me.
Yep.
Robert, I'm in California.
Well, you're a 2-hour difference than me. Was that the Medusa or what is that, a Joker?
No, it's I think it's like almost a Britannia or something, or lady, whatever. But has an Oriental border on it.
Yeah.
Really is.
Stacker 2020 left.
Yeah, I saw that. So we got that, and then the final one.
Well.
So that is everything poured. And of course, I got my tiny little bead that just popped out. Little tiny green there, so I'll stick that onto the tripod, let that bit dry separately. Now, should be able to, if I flip this over, wrong glove, should be able to do this. So this is like my safe zone. I know everything's safe on here. It makes things easy to work with. And we'll see if this will come out like I had told you it would. Come on. Oh, it's not going to come out. It's going to be a tool. Oh, well. I can just sit there then. Yep. I'll just leave it happily. It'll calm down. So, well, that is it from me as far as pouring goes for today, because my back can't handle anymore, I'm afraid.
That's quite a few nice pieces there.
Quite a lot there, yeah. Bear in mind that Crucible still is, and thank you, by the way. I'm not one for accepting compliments. I'm rubbish at it. Let me just quickly get something. I want to see here. I'm looking for one of my scales.
They go ahead and get that in here.
I went and got the thing covered up. It's just gonna sprinkle.
1 second, and I'll be back. I'm just going to grab my scales very quickly so I can find out what the weight is on all these things. Because that'll be quite interesting to show off, as a conclusion, really.
See you boys later.
Okay, Robert. Nice meeting you, sir.
No, I was talking to my son, and
Oh. Did he tell you how he did the night on the porch?
well, I think they fared pretty well, considering it started sprinkling just a little while ago. It wasn't supposed to rain today. Ooh, wait.
Right, sorry about that. That's all about where the heck they work. So I got my scales, and we'll find out, folks. Right. So I'm quite pleased about these ones because these are the first ever Ace ones. So this is the 2020 brand new one, and it is. Anyone want to hazard a guess? First?
I'd say 1.5 ounces. Oh, it's thick
Rob?
too.
Yeah, okay, I'll find out here. You'd be off by an ounce.
Wow.
So that's number one. Number two, just making sure I draw it up. It's rather important. Just move this out the way to get some more sunlight as well. Number two.
2.7.
Bang on.
Right on the money.
Not even with any zeros. 2.7 exactly. All right. What about Medusa?
Closer to 3.
I want to say 3.5.
I want to say about 4, but okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, well, you're close there.
Yeah.
4.075. Couldn't be closer. Okay. Right.
That's pretty hefty, huh? I'm going to say 4.2.
4.5.
I'll say 3.8. Oh, 4.11.
And I said 4.2.
You did, yeah. Not bad considering you're not even holding them. So that's really impressive.
Yeah, that is.
Super Wasp.
Can I see how thick it is?
It's all 3D as well, so it's hard to.
Boy, that one's going to be a little harder. I'm going to say 3.8.
4 even.
3.2. Oh, 2.8.
Oh,
7.5.
man.
Oh, damn, we were all way off on that one.
That one.
Yep.
All way off on that one.
And that's the one that Rob wants anyway, so.
I'm going to go 2.5 on that one.
I'll give you
that's
a
gonna
clue.
be a
It
bit
feels
more.
like the Bumblebee, but
Like the Bumblebee? Then
feels like the
go,
Bumblebee.
I'm going to go
say 4.
4? Wow.
4, yeah.
I'm going to say 3.8.
3.6.
Oh. 3.5.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
dang it.
I'm really off.
Yeah, I was too. Heck, I was a half ounce off.
So there you go. All 0 ounces Troy. This is what I poured today. Just in case people want to know. $19.990.
Almost 20. What? 20 ounces?
Yep. Well, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I did have the little tiny bob here, so that's probably 20 ounces altogether. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's still all that left in the crucible, which is rather a lot. So, but I've made successfully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I got a ton of stamping to do, cleaning, paperwork, and then and only then can I get it all shipped off to the assay office and to get a hallmarked, really, and then put on my website. So that'll be interesting.
Well, that was my first complete pour.
Oh. Well, it's my pleasure to have you then.
Yeah, it was interesting. Very interesting.
I'm still honored to have you. I thought, oh, here we go. Haha. I did tell you it would eventually come out, did I not? Here's that slag, or the remainder. It's gonna scream out in a minute because it's still molten. Whoa.
Wow.
After all that time, just for the record, all that, and then within seconds, I'm able to handle it to get the graphite crud on the bottom, which just washes off. And then like that. So, yeah. I think that's about 5 ounces, and I'm going to find out in a second here. 4 to 5 ounces, something like that. Drying it off. And we'll find out. How many people are in here anyway? Because I can't see it.
Let me see. 2 watching, and there's 2 of us.
Yeah, okay. So,
4 altogether.
all right. So it's only 3.4, by the way, this amount here, waiting to go back to be melted. So, not bad.
Rhonda, this American man over here is way before you got here. So I know it's early. Rhonda just walked in.
I know, I can see that. Hello, good morning, Rhonda.
So how much was that, John? How much is that one weigh?
It was 3.4 something. Hold on. 3.45.
Okay.
So altogether, it's well over 20 ounces poured, which is pretty cool. This is that little bead that I poured, or that was on the graphite, so it'll sit there with that. Actually, that's kind of cool. It looks like a surface of the moon, really.
I was going to say a crater.
Yeah. And it's obviously nice and flush. That's freaking awesome, actually, but it'll get melted. You get a lot of those kind of things, so every one of them's different. Oh,
So
well.
the price of silver that you get, is it the same price as the shot as you did get the coins?
The price of shot is actually more expensive than what I usually get. Because I pay about 15.5, thereabouts, maybe. It depends on the market for the coins,
Hey,
which
Mike.
is a lot. But then again, we get taxed on all sorts of stuff. Hey, Mike, how you doing, Mr. Wolf? I'm wrapping up the stream as you're coming in. My goodness. I have done all of these lives. You're going to have to go back along with my brand new edition for this year, 2020 AceBullion round. Another Medusa round or whatever it's called. So, yeah, all sorts of things. I got a Scully type thing. I got nice stuff, basic stuff, I guess. Honeybees and wasps. So something to suit everyone's taste, really. Yep, there we go. So those will be part of my video that I do later about how I pour stuff. So interesting.
Oh, Robert! I just noticed Robert left.
Sometimes he gets cut off, and then he might be in the basement. But yeah, he gets cut off sometimes. So it's not that he left on purpose.
I had to get a new service because when I was with one company, I won't say their name because I don't want to be advertising. It's just that their speeds were like, right now I've got 60 coming down and 5 going up, and with my old one it was 5 going down and 90 going up. Really bad. Yep. So I'm glad I changed. I'm paying a little bit more, but at least the band is consistent.
Right. Hey, Backyard Bullion, welcome in. You're just here at the very end, so that's pretty cool.
Well, that was interesting. You answered a lot of questions I've never been able to get answered, and I thank you, John, for that.
No, it's okay. Here, happy to do so. It's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of work, but perhaps next time what I'll do is just stick to a single mold rather than doing 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones, and then seeing how accurate I can get on the same, a repetitive pour.
Mm-hmm. What's the most popular mold that you sell or you like the most?
That's a tough one. I have to still say my Ace rounds, the pronounced Ace, it has to be my favorite one. It's the worst one for me to pour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any more after. The mold's actually, I think, dead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's probably over there. I think it's dead. But it was lovely. It was it's the first one I designed and everything else. So yeah, that has to be my favorite one. Although I do like, obviously, my kilo bar, that was really special to pour. That meant an awful lot.
Wow.
Because if you go back, look through the live, videos. I think on the front of my YouTube account, it says Ace has finally done it or something along those lines. And what you'll see there is the kilo bar being pulled, and you can see the actual mold itself glowing red. And then I turned off the lights, and I blocked everything out, and you see just how intense and how long it took, because you oops, sorry about that. I could gone on to a bit of standby. I don't know if you said anything in the middle.
No, I didn't.
There we go. Okay, yeah. Now my phone just decided to go into standby as I'm doing this. I'm like, no. So the kilo was the best one to pour overall, hands down. That has to be the one to do it.
And you still have it?
Absolutely, yeah. That one's my favorite. Sorry? Hector?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Oh, okay. It could be the fact that my boys are both of them on PlayStations.
Oh, okay.
Wife is on a computer. And despite having fiber optic broadband, we're probably going to be losing each other. Well, it's a good time to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
So that was super cool, super fun.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed the video.
Cool. Well, thank you. And yeah, I'll make reference obviously to you in my video about pouring. So
Well, I appreciate that.
not a problem, Hector. Anyway, it was good seeing you, buddy, and I'll catch you on Discord or whatever. Probably tomorrow because I need to charge the phone up and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat and probably try to lay down and see if I can fall asleep, but I probably won't. But it was a nice pour. Everybody in chat, thank you very much for visiting John, and hope to see everybody later. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye for now.
Bye for now.